Everybody glad you can make it? Today's lesson is going to be on something called arpeggios. In the past, when we played a C chord, and let's say we played a half note on the left hand and quarter notes on the right, it sounded like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm pressing on the sustain pedal. This is the first time I've really used it. So it kind of gives it makes, it keeps the keys sounding longer. And if you have a piano, it's one of the, probably the middle pedal, that's the sustain pedal. And whenever you're playing a chord, you should be pressing that down. And then when you get to another chord, you let go and then press down when you're starting the next chord. And that'll just make your chord sound fuller, louder. It just sounds better. So we're going to do something today called arpeggios. So instead of playing all three notes on the right hand at the same time, along with the left bass note, we're going to break up the chord. We're going to play single notes for each count. So if we're playing in 4/4 time and I'm counting to 4, I'll be hitting the bass note first on count 1, which will be a C. Then on the right hand will be, and it's always going to be a pattern, it's going to be the first two notes of the chord that we're playing on the right hand. Okay, so in this case it'll be C bass note, C, E, and then back to the C. So I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, play around with that a little bit, and then let's move on to our next chord, the G chord. So we move to the G inversion on the right hand, and we play the bass note on count 1, and then count 2 we play the thumb, which is so that's G, B, and then the second finger plays the D, then back to the B. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's play a measure of C and a measure of G. We'll play that twice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was as quarter notes. We could play those as eighth notes. So they're little shorter notes, a little quicker. So in the C pattern, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the G, it'll sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and C. Remember to keep lifting off your sustain and then going back on the sustain for the next chord. Okay, so that's between the C and the G, or between the 1 and the 5 chord in the key of C. Let's add our 4 chord, the F. So the F chord, you're going to play the F bass note on the left, and then we're going to do the inversion, so it's going to be a C note with the thumb, and then the ring finger plays the F, and then back to the C. So in 4/4 time, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and with eighth note pattern be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so it's just a little faster with that. So let's do some of our chord progression patterns. We'll start with the 1-4-5 progression. So it'll be a C, F, G. Here we go. As chord notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 F. 2, 3, 4 G, 2, 3, 4 back to C. Again, C, 2, 3, 4 F, 2, 3, 4 G, 2, 3, 4 C. Okay, let's do the 1, 5, 4, 5 progression now. Let's do that as quarter notes again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 G, 2, 3, 4 F, 2, 3, 4 G, 2, 3, 4 back to C. Now let's do this as eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and 3 and 4 4 and F, and 2 and 3 and 4 and G, and 2 and 3 and 4 and C. Okay, so there you go. Arpeggios, just another way you can accompany yourself or others on the piano, especially if you're playing with someone with a different instrument. If they're playing these bigger chords, you could be going. It just gives you more options, and it's just a really nice pattern. Especially, it's very simple. It's just a matter of memorizing that muscle movement again. So thanks for watching. Hope you're having fun, and I'll see you on the next video.